The Last Judge is one of the bosses that we actually got to see on multiple occasions. And in this video, I will be covering everything that we know about him so far, which is not that much, so I will be mostly speculating. The first time we saw him was in the Edge magazine 2020, where we actually got to see many things about Silksong. Here we got this image. We don't get a lot of information from just this image. The only thing that we can see is that he's this big thing in armor that resembles the Godseekers from the first game, but is probably related to these guys more. We can also see that he's using some kind of a fire attack that spawns these like flame circles around him. The biggest question here for me is how the fuck are you supposed to dodge these things? But for now, let's just go on to the trailers for more information. In the first Silksong trailer, we didn't get to see him, but we did get to see something that we could maybe relate to him. That being this mechanical boss. I don't really think that the Last Judge is mechanical. I don't think he's a robot, but still there is a possibility. The thing that separates me from this theory is the black tears coming from his eyes. This could be blood, because we already had a character that had a similar design, that being no eyes, but with him we actually knew why he was bleeding. He gouged out his eyes. But with the Last Judge, we don't have information. But this could also be void. I know not everything black in this game means it's void, but still, we don't know if there is or isn't void in Farloom. Personally, I think it's void because it looks very much like the Godseeker in the Embrace the Void ending. But still, this is just a speculation. This could also just be the mask design and that's it. But let's get to the topic at hand. The second thing that could have some meaning is this symbol in the deep docks. It looks just like the symbol from the Last Judge's room. They're basically identical. This could mean that the Last Judge will be a boss in this area, but that's quite unlikely since we already have so many bosses here. But again, this symbol is shown on few other occasions, so it doesn't really mean that it's in the deep docks. In the second trailer, we got 4 whole seconds of footage of combat with him, which is way too much information from Team Cherry. Like, I wasn't expecting that much information. Whole 4 seconds. Insane. So let's talk about his moveset. The first move we can see is this dash that leaves fire marks on the ground behind him, which then turn into these flame pillars, which are mechanically similar to the Nightmare King Grimm's and Hollow Knight's moves. After that, he uses a smash attack. That is quite literally the same smash attack as almost every other enemy, just like the False Knights. But in this fight, he has a weapon that looks like a flail, which we didn't see in the first screenshot, so he might be going through like phases with like physical attacks and magic attacks, which could be interesting. But that's pretty much it. We don't get anything significantly new about him except the combat. We don't see anything new in the background. We don't get any new information about him, about his location or his purpose. But while we are on the subject, what is his purpose? As the name suggests, he's a judge, but we don't really know what is he judging. We don't even have a single hint, so we can only speculate. So, this next part, please take it with a grain of salt. This will be my personal speculation. It's a bit crazy, but for now, put your tinfoil hats on. So, as we know, Hollow Knight took inspiration from Dark Souls, and this is also seen in Silksong, with the big meaning of bells, just like in Dark Souls 1. I mean, it could be just a coincidence, but come on, look at this. But there is one more thing that is quite similar, to me at least. There is this area that we still didn't get to see, the Citadel. we did get this elevator scene which shows us Hornet going up somewhere. We can only again speculate that it's the Citadel, but we know that this place has a very significant meaning in this game, since Hornet has to go to the top of it. And we also got these fleas in this game that are in the Farloom searching of gods and knowledge. Okay? And in Dark Souls 3, what do we have? The pilgrims also trying to go to the top of Lothric, where the prince resides. This is, to me at least, quite similar to the Citadel. Also, the pilgrims are going there in search of gods and knowledge, just as the fleas. So maybe the last judge is there to judge us if we are worthy and strong enough to see the gods. We already had a similar thing with the Godseekers that didn't acknowledge the knight until he proven himself in the pantheons, except the pantheon of Hollowness. So maybe we will see the Shade Lord again, which means that this liquid that is seeping out of the judge's mask is void. But of course, this is just speculation. Nothing of this is confirmed, except the fact that Hornet has to get to the top of Citadel. So let's sum up the information that we are absolutely sure of. The last judge is an enemy in the Silksong that will use fire. That's it. Well, I guess it's better than nothing, but we still don't have enough information about anything in Silksong. So until we get a new trailer or any new information, we can only speculate. If you go onto Silksong fandom and look what it says about the last judge, it basically doesn't tell us anything about him. There's no lore, we only know it's an enemy that uses fire. I'm really excited for this game and I really want to know everything there is about it, just like about Hollow Knight. So I just hope that this game comes relatively soon. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking it. If you didn't like it, please tell me in the comments what you didn't like about it. I'm still trying to improve. This is basically my second video, so I will take any criticism. But for now, that's it.